Good morning, everyone. Treasure Troller here, and we'll discuss the latest episode of Alone. Well, we're still dragging on through the 30s. We barely hit day 40. I thought someone may go by this episode. Of course, I thought it was probably going to be Mark, due to the preview of the fire, thinking it was Mark just because of the way he designed his shelter. So we'll get to the this time we'll go good, the bad, and the ugly. I think the good, as far as I think the front runners are still Roland number 1 and Callie number 2. She's doing really well. The rest of them are just struggling. Of course, they didn't show Amos this last time, but from his last week's episode, it didn't appear as though he was getting as much food as he was in the past. Kaylin, she's struggling as well. And then, of course, we got Mark. So, like I said, the good, Roland's still on top. Kelly number 2. All the rest of them are just are a distant third, and they need something big to change. And you know, we've in seasons past that they struggle, and that one thing does come up, and the next thing you know, they're right back in it and winning it. So they're not completely out. The bad, of course, is Mark and his in his little fire starting kit. You know, I think Colby's stealing some of my lines. Last week I referred to it as a tinderbox. So Colby, if you're out there and you're watching, feel free to use any of my lines that you'd like. No problems there. You know, I don't know why these contestants don't watch the seasons prior and take notes and go, oh geez, their shelter caught on fire. Why is that? Oh, because they basically put branches in the walls and made it a tinderbox. Maybe I shouldn't do that. But no, we'll keep doing it the way they did it. You know, I'm no shelter building expert. I just think they're not building the walls. They're building their shelters way too big, and they're not putting anything up on the walls. I think Mark, you know, he was worried all about getting his permanent shelter done, and then last week he's like, well, I want to finish it today. He had a little frame up, and then he put 2 or 3 logs on the side of it and ran the tarp over and said, yep, that's good, I'm good. I just don't think the walls are getting built up high enough, because it looks like it was a wall that probably caught on fire. So I look for him to be tapping out at the very beginning of next week's episode. The ugly, of course, is Joel. Listen to me, Joel. You don't tap out on your terms. You don't choose. Okay? They have to drag you kicking and screaming off that island. Don't tell us how your mind wants to be there, but your body and your wife say you can't. No, I gotta go. My wife said I've gotta go. You know, stop it. There's going to be physical discomfort. all the time. And that was just a cuck out. That was a total cuck out. If you don't have enough firewood, those people on Naked and Afraid, they don't even know any survival skills, basically. Even on Survivor, they feel a little down, they go in the hut and they lay down for a day. Now, granted, they may have someone else there looking for food, like there ain't a buffet out there. It's not like they're missing out on a buffet of wild fruits and vegetables, and it ain't no feast that they're missing out on. He even said something in the after show about, I could have laid down. Yeah, you could have. You should have. If you don't have enough firewood to last one day for you to hole up, you've got time to make bowls. You have time to make bowls, but I guess not enough, firewood to hole up for a day, drink some water, get some rest, give it a shot the next day. Now, my wife said I got to do this. I got to listen to my wife. Your wife should have told you, if you cuck out like that, I'm divorcing you. They have to drag you off that island. I want them filming them dragging your sorry butt off that island or whatever it is that you're on. You don't decide that I said, if you're not feeling well, then you can leave. You've got my permission. No, that's not the way this works. So, I think that's about it for this week. There wasn't not a lot to improve on. Hopefully we're getting to day 40s, and we'll see a little bit more. Hopefully things will change for some of them, more food, and instead of making this a Roland runaway, because he's just crushing it. He is right now the ultimate survivor out there. He is by far the best survivalist I've seen on any of the shows. So this is Treasure Troller saying aloha and good day.